Now we're at the always fun Fine Molds booth, checking out their fine selection of model kits. And to start off with, we're going to show you their issue of the Type 89 IJ medium tank. This is the Cole version. Now, if you remember correctly, the Ulta version came out packaged with some armor modeling magazines a while back. This is the Cole version, which has some differences around the rear deck part. Now, this isn't just any Type 89 medium tank. This is the Girls und Panzer version. Girls und Panzer's version is from the television anime show and manga, which has an excellent collaboration of young high school honeys and classic Japanese armor. So you go figure. But anyway, they're here together in this kit. So the actual kit itself is pure excellent scale model of the Type 89, accurate in every detail. Although the decals it comes with are not World War II accurate, as you can see here. It's got some of the honeys there and some of the directions about the volleyball. Apparently this is volleyball based. I haven't seen the anime myself. But it's got these volleyball club stickers on there, decals actually, and some volleyball things like that. So, an excellent kit of the Type 89, and for you anime fans as well, some interesting decals. Now, the kit itself, you got the parts layout here. As I mentioned, the rear deck is different. So this sprue here is new for the Cole, the Type 89 Cole version. And it comes with the fine molding, as you would expect from Fine Molds. As always, and it comes with some photo etched metal parts for the rear muffler guards. So, very cool. This is the Type 89 Japanese medium tank from World War II in the Girls und Panzer version, anime version. But I think the real tanks actually didn't have any markings on them. Maybe they did. I'm not sure. Basically prototype stuff. But some of you might know better than me. So the model is excellent. The decals are excellent if you're into anime, and if you don't like the anime, then I'm sure you can make do with the excellent kit as it is. Fine Molds is making fans of modern Japanese armor happy with this release. This is the Type 60 Armored Personnel Carrier. Now, interestingly enough, I've actually ridden in one of these at one of the open houses they've given at GA Type bases, Ground Self-Defense Force bases. And the ride's a little rough, but it's still a pretty cool little vehicle. Now, Type 60 means it was actually implemented in 1960, so it's been around longer than me. But they still use them. And I rode on one. I don't know if I'm still using them now. I rode on one about 10 to 15 years ago. You see the parts breakdown here. Fine molds, excellent. Fine molding again. The tracks are going to be provided as link and length, so you can get that nice sag that is quite prevalent in here. You can see along the lines here. It's got the nice sag. Now, to be sold separately is going to be this photo etched detail set. You can see the photo etched parts on here. They don't come with the kit as it is, but they'll be sold separately. And now this kit, both of these, the actual kit itself and the photo etched parts will be coming out in December, mid-December according to this sign here from Fine Molds. So yeah, so very interesting piece of modern Japanese armor. And I just noticed something interesting too. This mark here is actually, I believe, from the same battalion group of the one I rode in all those years ago. So natsukashi, it's very reminiscent and nostalgic to see that on here. So yeah, cool kit of the Type 60 APC coming from Fine Molds. More relatively modern Japan Self-Defense Force vehicles here. As you might have seen before, the Type 73 small truck came out with the canvas canopy there and without. And coming up next, that will be released in November, is this version of the Type 73 small truck mounting a recoilless rifle on there. So a little truck with a big punch. We've had the machine gun version, the canvas top version, and coming up soon is the massively recoilless rifled version of the Type 73. So excellent, more modern armor and military vehicles from Fine Molds. Some more military goodness from the fine folks at Fine Molds here. We got some World War II artillery action. You can see down here as I'm pointing at, this is the Type 41 75mm mountain gun, as they call it here. Fully, the finished kit up here. You see up here with some sold separately figures. Those are coming too up here. And this is another version of the Type 41 75mm mountain gun, different configuration there being pulled. And with some crew figures that don't come with the kit, but those are sold separately as well. And here's an interesting set of some marching Imperial Japanese soldiers. Very well done there. And then here's another an example of putting a couple sets together and making like a whole little platoon of guys go along there. This sheet here is showing you some of the accessories that come with the set. helmets, the small arms, canteens, shovels, and whatnot for that set there. So some more interesting, eclectic World War II artillery from the Japanese Army from fine mold. You just cannot beat fine molds for quality and accuracy and selection. They just got the best Star Wars stuff ever. Deutsche Revell stuff, the German Revell stuff. There's some good stuff there too, but if you want the best detail, the finest molding, as we keep saying about fine molds, and the greatest accuracy, man, it's just fine molds. So here's their selection of fine mold stuff. Now, I was just talking to Mr. Suzuki, president of Fine Molds, asking him what's coming up, and he said, can't make any announcements at this show. But he did reinforce the fact that they are working on several subjects right now, deciding which ones to do. So there is definitely more Star Wars action coming from Fine Mold. So all of you around the world are waiting for more Fine Mold Star Wars kits. Fear not, there is more coming, just nothing that can be announced at the show here this weekend. But still, there's a lot to choose from, and if you're like me, I've got half of these still unbuilt in my closet, so there's still plenty of excellent Star Wars kits out there to be had and to be built, and many more to be coming from the fine folks at Fine Mold.